Hi guys, welcome to Music Mag. This is Kumar. Today I'm going to be talking about my journey with Panasonic. It all started with GH4 some 2 years ago. GH4 is the first camera that I got into with Panasonic. At that time I had a relationship with them. I was their DOP for the GH4 camera. I had done seminars in Chennai, Bangalore and all these places. So that was the starting of my relationship. We had a meeting with the Japanese tech team and I gave them a couple of suggestions regarding certain functionality of the camera. I was very surprised that within few months those changes were updated and a new firmware was actually given for the GH4 itself, and they brought in the V-Log functionality, so it was charged extra. They brought it in the GH4 itself. Followed by that, Panasonic announced the GH5. I was really excited for the GH5 because what all was missing the GH4 came into this new camera. When it came first, the GH5 with a 1260 lens, I'd always wanted a camera that could do great videos and stills. The major feature being the IBIS, 5-axis image stabilization, so pretty much everything you can shoot handheld. And it had a generous 20.2 megapixel, plus it had phenomenal slow motion of up to 180 frames. We were aspiring to have the 422 10-bit capability, which was actually promised as a later upgrade in version 2, which did not come when the GH5 was just released. Knowing Panasonic and their commitment towards the video professionals, I knew it will come sooner or later. With model Shirl Insight, we have done a lot of photos, videos, and also with dancer Shreya Deshpande. We have done a lot of action photography with the Panasonic GH5. Then, as promised, Panasonic came out with a version 2 firmware update, which gave 422 10-bit 400 megabits, which is a phenomenal kind of quality. There is no DSLR out there in the market that can record this kind of a resolution inside the camera itself. So followed by the GH5, then the next camera that came out was the GH5s. The GH5 is still available. It is not an obsolete model. It's still available. It's just that the price of the GH5s is almost equivalent to the price of the GH5 with a kit lens. So if you're a run and gun photographer, you want to do weddings with a camera, you want to do a lot of handheld work, you don't want to use a tripod, you don't want to use the gimbals and cranes and tripods, then the GH5 is a perfect camera for you. But the GH5s is a filmmaker's dream come true camera because it can give you phenomenal low light performance because of the multi-aspect sensor, which is now a part of the GH5s. So if you look at the GH5s, it is very, very identical. The size is same, everything is same about it, except the record button is red in color. Pretty much the cameras look same, the menus are all same, but inside the electronics is different. The sensor is bigger than the image circle, so as giving a wider field of view. The biggest complaint with Micro Four Thirds has always been this 2x crop factor. This camera is 1.8 crop factor, so you get a wider field of view. The megapixel is half that of the GH5, so you're getting a lot more dynamic range and low light performance. You're a filmmaker and you want to control the camera, then the GH5s is a solution for you. When you're using this camera on stabilizers, external stabilizers like a gimbal or a crane or a jimmy jib and all that kind of stuff, this camera will work like a breeze because there is no inbuilt image stabilizer. And furthermore, the low light capabilities and the dual ISO is a big feature in this camera. You have a base ISO of 400 and 2500. If you want to shoot in low light, you can comfortably go up to 12,800. GH5 Max can shoot up to 3,200, but up to 12,800, this camera is usable. For the GH5, you need to buy the V-Log option separately. For the GH5s, the V-Log is built in. So obviously, Panasonic has a different kind of a user in mind for the GH5s. And if you're a filmmaker, then your go-to camera has to be the Panasonic EVA1. This is the latest addition to the line. Thanks guys, this is Selvakumar signing out for Music Mag. Thank you.